All right, here goes. Got the new ESC, and I'm going to go ahead and start working on replacing the bad ESC that's right there behind that plate. All right, I will go ahead and start, and we'll take it from here. All right, bye. Okay, taking a closer look at my board to see what is involved. And right now, the first thing I notice is the grip tape has to be lifted off. Now, what's interesting is that this grip tape has 3 parts to it. This is the first part. I want to point to it. See this little part right here? This part goes, it's like a horseshoe. It goes all the way around this white trim edge of the inner one right there. So there's this part, that's one part. Then this whole piece right here is another part of the grip tape, followed by this part of the grip tape. So there's going to be 3 parts of that grip tape has to be lifted off, which will expose the deck that needs the lid of the deck that needs to be pulled off. And this whole, once it comes off, we'll see what happens inside here. So I'm going to go ahead and go for it, and we'll see what we find. Now the grip tape is off. You'll see that I have exposed the Allen screws. Now I'm gonna go ahead and remove it. Dang, I gotta tell you, this board is beautiful. Anyway, let me go ahead and take that off. Okay, I removed the screws. I had to do it manually. I tend to not like to use any kind of automatic tools when working with the with carbon fiber. I used to build mountain bikes, and I actually worked with a lot of parts that were carbon fiber, and still suffering from a particular carbon fiber handlebar that I was just over torquing, and it just snapped rather than bent. Well, anyway, so now I made sure all my screws were off of the top of this plate, and I could use like a screwdriver, but I'm going to use a computer plastic pry bar to pull this up. All right, I'll see what happens here. Okay, so taking this plate seemed to be a little more challenging, and I had to use, yes, I nervously got 2 little tiny screwdrivers and decided I will slowly work one into each edge, first one, and then have the other one hold it and start prying up, using 2 hands, obviously. And then eventually, what ended up happening is there's a rubber seal that this top plate sticks to, so you're just gonna have to carefully lift it until it unsticks to the rubber plate, the rubber seal. And after doing that, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start checking it out a little more closely to see what I need to do next. Okay, first thing to note is that the connections here, and here have silicone on it. And I also noticed that the silicone around here as well, it holds the ESC in place. So I'm probably going to need to go ahead and do the same once I get this loose. And you'll also observe that there are a couple of screws here, or Allen wrench screws here, that I need to take care of as well. So I'm going to have to work on figuring how to get this off of here, because that's where the connectors are. When you take a look at the connection of the new ESC, you'll see that here is the connection that goes to the battery, and these are the ones that go to the motors. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and start working at removing the silicone, and then putting this one in place of this, and then re-siliconing things, or connecting everything back and re-siliconing it. You can also see this. This is the I guess this is the wire. I wonder if I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can power this thing with the lid off to see if anything happened there. I'll be right back. Another note, as you can see, I removed the main power first. Now I'm going to go ahead and start working on removing the silicone from these pieces right here. But I noticed one thing. You see this little piece right here? This little connector? It's not connected to anything. So just make sure you remember that that's supposed to be like that, I guess, because it's right now this is not connected to anything. And when you go to the other one, the new one, you're going to see that there it is. So just make note that that does not need to be connected to anything, I guess. So, all right, be right back. Woohoo! Man, that silicone was on there, but I got it. I got pretty much all the disconnection. I got all the connections disconnected, except for undoing that. That's simple. That's the I guess that's the receiver antenna. Anyway, now it's a matter of going in here and removing this cement, or not cement, but silicone around the edges. And I'm assuming this is going to just drop down as soon as I get it, because these connections are to the motors of each of these guys. All right, I'm gonna go and start working on the perimeter of this little ESC that's attached to the board, and hopefully everything will go as planned. So far, everything's great. So be right back. Okay, gang, a little update on my finally getting this ESC separated from the board. Now, I gotta tell you, I had to use this quite a bit for almost like 4 or 5 days straight. I forget now, but I would put it on the edges here, and then I would clean, and on the other side too. I can't flip the board out, but around. But anyway, I would do it on the other side too, wipe it off, do it again, wipe it off, do it again, just kind of thing like that. But anyhow, finally then what I was able to do then was to take a small screwdriver and just gently push the screwdriver into between here and there, and I was able to just start lifting it. But it was not easy. But at the end, I was able to break the seal right here that was holding these two cables that go into the ESC. And eventually I was able to get it to slide out. But I gotta tell you, man, this is not an easy task. And I'm having a hard time with it right now. But anyway, I finally got the dang thing out. And as you could see, this is freshly out of there, because look at the silicone all over the side of this. You could see I went a little brute force on it. But anyhow, there you have it. Finally got it out of there, and then you can see where the silicone. I'm gonna clean that all up. But there you have it. That's how I got that damn thing off. Hopefully you guys had a better way to do it, but it took forever to dissolve that the silicone that was holding it in right under here, and then also eventually having to somehow get this pried off there. But anyway, there you have it. Now on to the replacement piece. Oh yeah, a couple of added notes here. I ended up having to remove the front truck at some point to be able to get the screwdriver to pry up underneath that and pull it up off of the carbon fiber. So anyway, and then you'll see how much of this caulk be gone I put on there. That's the stuff that I've been doing that all at the edge here. So just kind of give you an idea what that was. But okay, well, we're gonna continue on. So I'm back again, got the area cleaned out. There's no more silicone over there. Just scraped it off. Just basically I had to use that caulk remover. Just to let you know, I think that's a latex caulking that they put on there. But I'm planning on actually using some silicone caulking that's sort of like weather stripping that you put around your windows, and you can easily peel it off in case the situation I have to go and pull that off again. Yeah, so anyway, cleaned it all up. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put this all back together and at least have a test run. I still gotta get the caulking, but anyway, I'm just gonna put it all together without the caulking, because I'll be pulling it back apart, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay, gang, here we are. I got this ESC hooked up. I still have it a little loose because, I'm gonna put that back together with silicone. I just wanted to make sure that before I pretty much, finalize closing this bad boy up, made sure all the connections are there. I want to make sure this thing works. So just one quick note. Putting the power back on this power cable together, there was a little popping sound, and I'm a little nervous. So let's go ahead and turn this thing on and see the moment of truth here. This is, if you remember, my ESCB, so I'm gonna go ahead and hold that down. If you could see my thumb pressing on it, I'm gonna hold it down until it flashes like crazy. That's the problematic one, obviously, the one that I replaced. Now I'm gonna do the one in the back. Sorry for shaking, I gotta do this whole, okay, hold that, come on. There you go. Come on. There you go, blinking. Let's try this now. All right, so before we had issues with ESCB, so I'm gonna go ahead and pair now. Holding this down until it tells me what to do. Okay, now it's telling me four-wheel drive. Yes, it's four-wheel drive. A and B. Ooh. Okay, now let me go ahead and finish setting these settings here. We got four-wheel drive, or no, miles per hour. This is hub. There we go. Side of the wheel. This is brake, or what is this? Anyway, whatever, just keep going. All right. Whew. All right, let's see what this thing does here. Hopefully it works. Oh, it's going backwards. It works. It works. Oh, yay. Let me just put it forward. There we go. Look at that go. Man, all right. I'm back in action. I'm gonna button this thing up once I get, I have to get the silicone. It's late at night. Anyway, I am going to, I'm in heaven right now because damn, this thing works. Yay. All right. Talk to you guys later. Hey, Acedeck community. Here we are today. I am actually going to now go ahead and put the silicone on this ESC and then start buttoning things up. So just to let you know, this is a seal and peel. So it's sort of like a, you can seal it and then you obviously you can peel it, but it's a good alternative, I think, to be able to pull this back out if you need to in any case. So here's a strategy. I already got everything disconnected. So the idea is to basically, I'm going to take this out. It slides in, and you can see that there's a groove here, and then of course the side, and then there's this area right here, and these connect or touch the carbon fiber board at some point. So instead of getting access and pretty much smothering this piece with silicone, what I think is the best strategy is to go ahead and apply a little bit of the seal and peel all in the contact points on the edge of this on the board, so that I can actually just slide it in and slide the ESC in and then leave it at that. And then I'm going to go back and then reseal with my, use wipe some seal around the edges of the where the board and the ESC meet on the underside here. So just to have an extra bit there. And then I might need to be able, I might have to go ahead and put some seal at the point of where these little guys, those little notches for the cables are, just so that just to keep the water out. But to me, I don't skate in anything that's, rainy or wet outside. So anyway, that's just plan of strategy. I will let you know what it looks like at the end of the day. All right, great. Talk to you later. Bye. Just to give you an idea what it looks like, I used a Q-tip to apply the seal and peel silicone here, right up to here, and then right on the inside here as well, so that the ESC will contact. I did not put seal and peel in this little lip here to be able to lock it in place there, but I mean, it slides in and out of there. I think that if I did, it'll be a little difficult to pull out. So I leave it here, and then once I pull it on, I will go ahead and put another little smudge of it around the edges where the board contacts on the outside after everything else is on. So that's what it looks like before I put it in. You'll see what it looks like once I get the ESC already finished and mounted. All right, she's all buttoned up and ready to go and get powered up. So put the silicone in, you can see that. I'm just gonna go ahead and, it's kind of a little messy job, but well, it'll get cleaned up once it dries a little more. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this on pair mode. There it goes, it's blinking like crazy. I'll go ahead and do the back one too as well. There you go. Now let's make sure everything works, because everything's buttoned up. Go ahead and push this down until it's in pair mode. We'll keep holding it down. Okay, there we go. Accept the default. There's A, ESCB, it paired. And then go ahead and hit the defaults for everything here. There's the wheel size. Okay. Now let's go ahead and see ESCB. This is the one that wasn't pairing. And oh, there it goes. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Well done, guys. I am done. Now I'm going to go ahead and edit these videos, put them together, and hopefully there'll be something helpful for you guys. And if you guys have any questions or any offers up to better solutions than what I did, be much appreciated, because I might, if I have to, I'll have to deal with that one right there if it goes bad. But in any case, everything's looking great. All right. Good luck in your adventures, and we'll talk some more, guys. Bye.